some different signs are shown, not the exact what you are typing, that is password character. Whatever password character we will provide, it can show only that character. So we can use it as a read only mode. One of can use it as only read only, no one can change it, and we can change it whatever we want. So text alignment should be right to left, left to right, in the center, above, on each. If we select the text box as a multi-line, so when we start typing some text, it goes up to 2-3 lines, automatically scroll bars will be available on the right side of the text box. So text, whatever you type, that is enter to its text. Text alignment, text should be either centered, right side aligned, or left side aligned. So it have one more properties, that is multi-line. Let us say we want to enter the mobile number. The mobile number of any user in India is not more than 10 digits. So we didn't want to it be as a multi-line. We restrict the size of the text to be by 10 and by the font that we only one can only enter the numeric value, because mobile number will be only in numerical value. But if you want to type a comment, as on Facebook, Gmail, wherever you have typed comment, Twitter, so comment should be of multiple lines, so you have to enable the property multi-line true. Again, right to left alignment, auto complete mode, etc. As our mobile number starts with +91, autocomplete +91 should be come after that. So that is autocomplete mode. So these are the properties of text box. So we can restrict the text box properties to particular 10 as numeric. We can enter only numeric. We can even, if you want to provide some, you say provide your email ID, then a particular format should be specified, that the email ID should be of this format. If one user can change the format, that email ID will not be separate. So we can change the multiple options with the text box control. Here comes the rich text box control. Text box control and rich text box control is similar, but with the some properties are different. The rich text box control is used for displaying. It can display, enter, and manipulate rich text with formatting. It is similar to rich text box control, but it lets you to make the text of a rich text box control. You can make it bold. Control B, you can make it starts typing in bold, italic, and underline. You can even change the color of the select the font, design, and font sizes, each and everything. And second major difference is you can save the text of a rich text box control to a rich text format, that is RTF file, and load the text of a RTF file in the rich text box. Whenever you have typed, as you have already known to, whenever you are going to fill a form, so if you have mismatched, you again starting fill form with the same name, then whatever you have typed, that is displayed. You can select and enter, each time you can select and enter. How that is possible? That is possible with the help of rich text box control. So this is all about the text box. Then comes the list box. When we want to use a number of lists, and the lists of as we have states, then number of lists we have available: Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, each and every. So number of states should be displayed. How these states should be displayed? These states should be displayed using the list box control. The list box control displays a list of items from which a user can select one or more items. If the items in list box exceeds from specified limit, a scroll bar automatically appears to allow the user scroll through the list. As if you are going to select your country, then all the countries are available from which you can find the our country India and select it. So what are the properties of ListBox control? Again, name is different. Back color, you can change the back color of the list box. You can provide the border styles either in the 3D format, 2D format or flat formats. You can change the font in which you are going to display the list box. You can change the color, whatever the color you want to display it. Horizontal scroll bars, right to left. Items, how number of items you are going to display. If you have entered the 10 items, then the index property starts from, if you select 5th item, then index of that list box is 5th. So sorted, you have entered all the states names, and after get sorted it will display from A to Z. The name A starts with, comes first, and with Z comes last. So you can sort the list according to your requirement. Again, text alignment, you want to it right or left. Multi-column, you can provide the multi-column. A list can be displayed in 2 or 3 columns as per the requirements. So item height, what should be the height of a item? India, what should be the height of a item, and then the next item should be displayed. Scrolls are always visible. If you click on this, or scroll bar is always available from the starting from the first item. Selection mode, what type of selection you want to select, index or you want to select some other properties. If you data source, one of the most important property we used with the ListBox control is data source. In case of data source, you can provide the data, you can provide the list from the database. Whatever the stored in the database, we can select it and connect it to the front end of the user. So dock, you can dock, it can be open. When you move the cursor down, it can be closed. So next come our next control, that is CheckBox control. CheckBox control creates a checkboxes that can be selected by clicking it, accept either true or false. It can, if it is selected, then it is true. If it is not selected, then it becomes false. Click on a checkbox to select or deselect it. If you click on checkbox, then it can be selected, then the value is true. If you again click on that, then that is deselected, then its value becomes false. When you select the checkbox, it holds the value of true, and when you clear the checkbox, it holds the value of false. But basically a checkbox control has 3 states. One is true, false and indeterminate. True when you check it, click on the, false when you deselect it. Indeterminate, in between there is a state exists, it is not even a single time checked and not even single time deselected it. So what are the properties of checkbox control? As we have already know, every control has a same property called name. That is, every control must be exist within name. So that name is again unique according to the auto check. You can auto check, provide the auto check property. Background image, change the background, even back color. Checked state, font, for color and images. So we can change the text as hobbies. We can provide that is playing, reading or any other hobbies we have visible, whether it is visible or not. Let us look an example. First time I have chosen 3 hobbies. One is play, one is reading and listen to music. At the second time I have played, checked it 2 times, that is play and reading. And at the third time I have selected all the check boxes, that is all the check boxes value has true. So radio button control. Radio button controls are also known as option buttons. It is used to select an option from a set of options. There is check boxes and radio buttons are something similar, but it has the property, if we have set of radio buttons, we can select only one. But in case of checkboxes, if we have 3 checkboxes, we can select 3, 2, it's up to a user requirement. But in case of radio button, you can select only one option, it is status, married or single. So status should be only one condition is occur, that is either single or married. So at that location we can use the radio button control. You can only select one option from a group of radio buttons. Whenever you select a radio button from a group of radio buttons, the other radio buttons from a group are automatically deselected. Means ke if you have provide single or married, if you select on the single, then automatically married will be deselected. If you select on the married, then single will automatically be deselected. Radio buttons are used for single select choices, whereas checkboxes are used for multi-select options. So radio buttons control, if you want to place more than one group of radio buttons on the same form. Since on the form if you have placed 10 radio buttons, then you can select only one, whereas if you have to use these radio buttons for different purposes, then you have to be used in the form of container controls. Some of the container controls that are available are group boxes or panel. So what are the properties of radio buttons? That it is a name, auto check, background image, back color, checked status, font, checked status state basically true or false, font, for color, image, text, whatever the text alignment, visibility, etc. So as in this form we have used 2 radio buttons, one is male and second one is female. A person is either be a male or a female. If you select male, female automatically deselected, and if you select female, male button, radio button is automatically deselected. So in today's topic we have learned what are the Windows applications, what are different controls we are going to be used in our applications, such as text boxes, what are the properties of text boxes, what are the radio buttons, what is the difference between check boxes and radio button. So remember one thing, check boxes are used for multiple selection and radio buttons are optional, where you have to use only one option at a time from the multiple options. Thank you so much.